2, Scott Lloyd. Number 3, James Hugo. Number 4, Jack Pitster. Number 5, Sharon Miller. Number 6, Neil Spencer. Number 7, John Lockie.
What team see it, Rog?
Huh?
Right. Okay, otherwise I'd have to come back.
Hey, what's that free out there? Stay with it! Take it! Stay with it!
After that.
Position go! Together! Hands on it! Shift Alex! Shift Alex! Yeah! And again, Eddie! And again, Eddie! Hey, man on, right! Hey! Stick him on! Get out! Get out! Be positive!
Well, it's good to not get there anymore.
Come on, get on it! Hey mate, you start wide, it's yours to attack, you're under it! Well done, Eddie. Eddie, well done, mate. Oh, sorry. Come on! Get out! Get out again! Get out! Angle! Well done, Kingy! Well done, Johnny! He's off, Ryder! Hey! Hey! Easy, do it! Who's the goalkeeper? Time! Time! Get out! Get in there! Jay, will you be stronger? Luke, you've got to want to fucking score!
Obviously there'll be about 3 or 4 to add on. Kelvin.
Ready?
But their player was there.
Ball, get on it! Shoot! Oh, okay. Alex, are you talking to now, man? You need to come on it. Alex, you've got to tell him what to do! Are we going to beat you or what?
Go on, Jake! Go on, Jake! Go on, Jake!
Close it down! Well done! Well done! Much better! Feet! Feet, Eddie!
Oh, Eddie!
Right! Oh! fucking thing! Get away! Get out! No, stop it! It's in.
It's been a case for that foot.
Win it again! And foul!
Oh, play money.
I deleted that. I deleted that. I deleted
It was all right.
No foul! No foul! 2-on-2 at the back, Eddie! Delay it! Thank you. Winning! Get on it! Get on it! Chase it! Chase it!
pressure.
Give it in! Yes,
He's head down, Caleb!
Jake!
Narrow pet! Win it down it! Good!
Alex!
Good looking. Right idea.
Hey, what time's it got?
Hold! No fouls! No fouls!
That's it.
Go winning! Free kick ref!
Went away.
Come on! Come down! He's driving! He's driving it!
Hold us. Head it!
Standing off! Get round, Pepe! Stand up! Stand up! No cross! No cross! No cross! Stand up! Stand up! Forward! Oh, that must be on the second touch! Get up! Win it back then! Boss, I'll take the just straight on the top. Face it! Win it, Daddy! And again! Compete! Too easy! Deal with it! Forward! Composure! Quality!
Right, Reece, So tonight we've come away with the first 0-0 we've had since we drew with Baseford last season. We've had a really tumultuous period with the club with the amount of fixtures, and we're now safe. How much does that mean to the club?
Well, it takes a huge amount of pressure off us due to the fact now we are safe. So it's not the games don't have a meaning, but it's not as much pressure as playing to stay up. But I don't think the club should be really looking to stay up as an achievement anyway, to be honest. In the level of players, clubs in this league, I think you should be finishing mid-table, to be honest.
A lot of that comes down to the fact we've had games in hand, and because they've come in such a compressed period that we've had tired legs. And how much do you think that's contributed to the fact that these games that maybe we've looked the better side in the first 45, we've ended up with maybe a defeat which we shouldn't have ended up with?
Well, it just shows you the fact like how many games we've been in front at half time, and then at the end of the game we've come away through with no points. So it just shows you that fatigue is a big factor in recent performances and recent results. So I would say, yeah, that is a big factor for us.
Before we talk about this game quickly, we went to Frickley on Monday and ended up being on a hiding. Eddie lost his head a little bit, and I felt Ephraim was on a bit of a end of a bad decision. And however, I know as a fact that the first goal, obviously, you were near post marker and put your hands up at the end of that goal. Like, do you felt that game, if that goal hadn't gone in, could have gone another way, or do you just felt we were on the end of a bad result?
To be honest, you could say if we take our chances, we could be in front and it wouldn't have meant nothing. But then you could say if I marked the man and stopped the corner, then it would have went in 0-0 at half time. So yeah, you could say plenty of reasons could have affected the game. But yeah, it was a big factor of me leaving my man front post and them benefiting from it.
We then obviously ended up on the end of a bit of a pelting, because being down to 9 men, I mean, what really else are you meant to do? But how much does then it mean on the back of, you know, a couple of really high goal scoring games to then come to a game where we keep a clean sheet and also look good up front at the same time?
Well, with no disrespect to Spalding, but the level of ability between the two clubs is a lot different. No disrespect to them. So we're coming against a team that's flying in the league, got momentum, got one of the top goal scorers in the league. So it was a tough game, but like I say, fatigue shown. You can see in the last 30 minutes of the game, the team we're penned in. We physically can't get out due to tiredness.
And then we head to on a consecutive night Gresley away tomorrow. Like, how does that affect legs? And also, like, do you honestly feel that the league should put us in a position where we're in that?
Honestly, no. I think it's a danger to the body, if I'm honest. So 2 games in 2 days. That's not good for it, especially with the backlog of games we had. I understand if we was playing not reoccurring, which you get what I mean, but with the fact of playing Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, then it's going to be Monday again. I think it's too much for the players. I think the league should really have a look at that, to be honest.
With a lot to the end of the season, which sounds odd, essentially being only a week and a half away from the season. Still got 5 games, isn't it? Like, what can we expect out of those 5 games realistically? And despite the fact we're safe, and I think that's an achievement at the minute with the fact it's that, what should we expect?
Without no doubt, you're going to get 100% from all the boys, without a doubt. But like you say, with fatigue shows in the last 30 minutes of each game. But it's time for the boys to charge the bodies properly, and we've just got to get the job done, haven't we? It's football.
How much? Because I mean, you know this. Earlier in the season, you got a ban, 4 games. So how those games ended up, like, because of delays lasting over a month. We've now obviously got the Pep's ban and Eddie's ban. Like, does that affect the team into the last week?
It does for positions, due to the fact we're a bit short on defenders as it is. So missing another right back means a few players are going to have to be utility players and play positions they don't want to play. But that's just football, isn't it? It's a team game. If your player gets sent off, you have to do a job for him when he's not there. So it's just football.
Riece, thank you very much for talking, mate. Appreciate
no worries,
it.
mate.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.